was changed and made new when an angel made his dream come true. And now he brings his dream to you. In a Spoonful Paolo.
Hey big dreamers, I'm Paolo Presta and welcome to Spoonful of Paolo! Today, we are talking with the beautiful and insanely talented Kristin Chenoweth. Now, she's done it all, from Broadway, TV, film, she's a best-selling author, but today she's starring in the new animated film, Rio 2. Now, I'll be meeting Kristin for the very first time, and I can't wait because you know she's pure joy. Okay, I'll see you there. Okay, so can I just say how excited I am to have you in a Spoonful of Paolo. Thank you so much, Kristin. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Of course, I'm happy to be here with you.
You know, the question I always get asked all the time, who's your next guest? Who's your next guest? And when I said that it was you, everyone went crazy. Like, there's not even one person said, oh, it's her. Like, people love you. Like,
what?
How did, no, because I've
I
had
can
guests.
direct you to some blogs.
No, listen, but because sometimes I'll say, oh, we have so-and-so. They're like, ooh, good luck with her. But everyone loves you. You're just a lovable person. I've only heard, like, good things about you, so thank you.
Oh, of course, that really makes me feel good. I'm happy to hear that. I think life is short.
Yeah.
And to waste your time being...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I don't have my bad moments. I have my bad moments.
I want to see what a bad moment is for you, because
It gets quiet.
It does.
It's like the perfect storm.
Oh my gosh.
But I've been really, I just, why get angry and lead with that?
Yeah. And you look gorgeous. Your hair, I can't stop saying it's your hair. You
like
look
it?
fierce. Honey,
Thank you.
The gays, we know what we say. We know our girl, and you look fierce. You look so good.
I'm trying. I still don't know how to really do it, and it's grown since I cut it in October.
Oh, it looks great.
It's growing out a little bit, but it makes me think of pushing daisies again.
Oh,
when I had that
totally.
I love that.
Totally. Okay, so let's talk about this. Your movie, it's out, Rio 2, okay? Yeah. You are playing a poisonous, cute little pink frog.
Yep.
I mean, let me ask you this. Did they make your character look like you, like Gabby? Because, I mean, seriously?
I actually love that you have. I've never seen that.
Patrick, we do our research. I'm like, I mean, seriously, you look. I mean, the eyes, everything, the posture.
You know what?
Hello?
It's actually the same exact pose. I'm so frightened. I love it though. Oh my God, in her lips. When Gabby sings, I have a vibrato, as you know, and she has a vibrato too. I just love it. It makes me. I sort of want that.
I mean, so cute.
Yeah.
Did you saw the movie for the first time? Did you just watch it recently, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I was in Miami for the press junket, and I watched it. I was sitting with Andy Garcia. We were both seeing it for the first time. And I have to say, I cried because I loved Rio.
Yeah.
And they introduced me to the character. I thought I'd be playing a bird, and to the pink poisonous frog.
Pink poisonous frog.
Of course.
And she sings in it.
And she sings in it. She's so fun.
You're the only one who knows what it feels like to be all alone. Misunderstood. You're the evil to my lethal.
I can see why they call you Gabby.
He is muy guapo.
You never seen a cockatoo, rocking and shocking and dropping and popping and locking too. And watch what I can do without no auto-tune.
Oh, no, he didn't.
The movie itself, I am so proud of it.
I have like 8 nieces and nephews. When I go to Chicago next week, we're all going together.
I'm so glad you're going to go.
You're
going to
see
love
pink
it.
Little frog? Yeah, she was on our show.
Tell them
girl.
I said hello.
Hello. And then you're a busy lady because then on May 3rd, you're performing at Carnegie Hall. What does that whole experience mean to you? Because that is huge. I mean, that's big.
You know, it's been 10 years.
10 years since you were there?
Since I was there, and every time I go, and I was a part of a few concerts before that, but my first solo concert was 10 years ago. Whenever I go there, I just take a moment and I think about all the women who've come before me. I just want to always honor that, because without that, I wouldn't, of course, be there. Yeah. I also want to sing my best, because I always want to sing my best. Yeah. But when you're at Carnegie Hall, it's like, you don't want to fail there. Yeah. You know, you just want every note to be perfect, and of course that's impossible.
Do you get nervous like right before you go? The thousands of people are there. You're a professional. You've done this for such a long time now. Their nerves are still there when you first get out. There are. And what do you do to control that then?
I try to remember to breathe, and I also try to remember live in the moment. You know, Oprah always said that. Yes. Live in the moment.
Yes.
And the first time I played Carnegie Hall, my voice teacher, my longtime voice teacher from Oklahoma came, and she said, "You were there 3 songs in," and I knew exactly what she meant. I wasn't breathing. I was too overwhelmed. 3 songs in. My goal this time is the first note,
Ooh.
to be where I need to be and
Yes.
planted. And how I will do that is I will take the moment and say, I can't believe I'm here again.
Like you're gonna take it all in.
take it
Oh,
in.
I got the chill just by thinking you going on stage, you seeing all the people there, and like taking it all in. Oh, beautiful.
Thank you. That's what it's about right there.
Oh, wow. And then like last October, since we're talking about singing, Wicked celebrated their 10-year anniversary of being on Broadway. Obviously, I mean, I don't know who doesn't know this, but you were part of it. Like you were on 9 months playing the iconic Glinda.
Yes.
How did that one role change your life? Because I mean, that was big.
It was a life changer. You know, a lot of people say, oh, Charlie Brown was your big break. And that was.
Tony Award.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure. But what Wicked was a hit. I had never realized. I got the Tony, and the next day we got our closing notice. And I always wanted to be in a show that lasted. I wanted to be in a show like Les Mis was for me, and Miss Saigon, and of course Phantom of the Opera was my favorite. And now I look back, again, in the moment I was like worried, I wanted everything to be perfect. Now I can go, you are a part of something that moves people still to this day. People have grown up with Wicked. And that is the part that what it did for me is it made me understand how you can leave your mark through your craft and your artistry. And I always say it was a perfect marriage for me, for that role.
Yeah, definitely. When did you know that you were talented and that you could sing? Because you are gifted, my dear. Like the grace of God, what He gave you is amazing. When did you know that you like I could sing? Like I am one special girl.
That is so nice. I think about that a lot. Like, when did I understand? People would assume that I grew up singing in church, that it was the first time people applauded and stood for this tiny little girl. But it was me laying in bed at night. I have chemical engineers for parents. They don't sing. They shouldn't. I always do that. They shouldn't do that. I'm sure they appreciate that. But I would lay in bed at night as a little bitty girl and sing to my record player, that's how old I am, of Wizard of Oz. And I would sing and sing and sing and put myself to sleep to Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And my parents would say, is it us or she? Oh, pretty good. But it was me laying in bed at night going, I know, God, that you have something, I'm supposed to do music. That's just something I've always known, and I think that's a blessing when you know your purpose.
Yes.
Because a lot of people search for it, and they struggle.
It's so true.
I struggle in other areas, for sure. Every life has that journey, but knowing what I was supposed to do with my life was not one of them.
Wow. And I was actually shocked to find out, because you're this professional, beautiful singer, that you, for like over 10 years, you have asthma.
Yeah.
Like, how did was that like hard for you with being like going on stage and singing? Like that, I mean, just breathing, like you had to like, that was like, must have been a life changer for you.
It is still, you know, I'm even getting over a strep throat right now. And I think for me, I was diagnosed with it as an adult. I didn't know why I kept getting bronchitis and why I kept not being able to breathe. You would think I would figure that out, right? I went to the doctor, and finally, my mom kept saying, you're wheezing and you cough all the time. And it was after 9/11 when I was diagnosed with asthma. And, you know, who's to say if that was a part of it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But ever since then, what's been so important for me is my inhaler. Like any asthma sufferer knows, it's improved my breathing. I also think being a singer has helped it, because I'm in shape with my diaphragm and my breath. But also, working with the Asthma Foundation of America, we've discovered this Know Your Count.
Yeah.
You don't run, if you have an inhaler that does not have your count on there of how many inhales
right.
in,
You don't even,
then you could be out. And that's one of the reasons I'm speaking out for, you know, I've never talked about asthma.
I mean, you said there's over 45 million people who currently have asthma. That's
In
like
America.
when I heard you say, I'm like, what? That's
lot.
crazy. And I know there's more information. You go to knowyourcount.com, I
Yes,
think. There's
that's
more information
correct.
on there. You
Yes.
see the link over there, so definitely, check that out.
Please, if you have it, know your count.
Yes,
It's
exactly,
easy.
yeah. You know, like you grew up in Oklahoma, okay? Did that little girl in Oklahoma, you know, you're a Tony Award winner, you're an Emmy winner, did she ever dream this big, or like that any of this was possible?
No. I knew, like I said, at a young age, I'm a God person, so I knew He had a plan for my life. And I just went with that. I always loved the Tony Awards. I loved watching Miss America. I loved watching anything on Great Performances as a little kid, because that was my link.
Yeah.
I just knew God had a plan, and I just needed to stay on that path of training, taking care of myself. That's still a challenge for
Yeah.
me. You know, I like to do a lot of stuff. But honestly, I think I never dreamed that I would be where I am.
Well,
and I'm so thankful.
Of course, but what would that little girl, Kristin, what would that little Kristin say to you now that you've accomplished so much? What do you think she would say to you?
She would say, enjoy it. You have one life that we remember. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy this life. We're here such a brief time, really, at the end of the day.
Yes.
I think sometimes I can get worked up. I'm a perfectionist. I'm type A personality. Just enjoy it.
Oh. You know, I want to end with this because you've been a role model. You spoke for us. You know, you come from a conservative family, but you've used your platform so wisely when helping, being a gay rights activist. And I know I speak for a lot of people when we say thank you for speaking for us, because you've made like my life a lot easier, because I come from a religious family, Catholic family.
So you know.
So I know, and I'm still teaching them, but I think the whole point is educating the people out there, and that's what you're doing. And I say thank you for doing that, because every time I see you out there helping us, I'm like, what an amazing person you are.
Thank
so,
you.
And there's a
Thank you.
quote that you say, you quote your grandmother about the Bible. Can you tell? Can you say,
of
I
course.
love it?
Oh, I love that. First of all, thank you.
yeah.
And I would expect that people would take up for anybody who is persecuted against for being who they are.
Yeah.
And that's the way Jesus was. He didn't persecute. He was only love.
Yeah, yeah.
So in the name of God, that's what gets me frustrated. But my grandma would say, Mom, my best friend is gay, and he's, he struggles with it. He thinks he's going to go to hell, And she said, oh, Chris, I read the Bible like I eat fish. I take the meat that serves me well, but I don't choke on a bone. Now, a lot of people, the extreme right-wing religious Christians, would say that's just making the Bible fit you and what you want to believe. I don't think God makes mistakes. I don't think being 4'11", if it was a sin, I always say this, what would I do? That's the way God put me together.
Yes.
I can't change that. I could wear heels and maybe a wig and I'd be a little taller.
Yeah.
But I am who I am, just like you're who you are and they're who they are. That's a message. That's
Amazing.
what I know I'm supposed to say. So.
Oh my God, she's amazing. Everything you say, I just I could sit here, girl, preach all you want, because I could just sit here and listen to you.
And that's the way I feel about other people who have other religious beliefs too.
Yes.
It's like, who am I? I know what's right for me.
Yeah.
This is what I believe, but I'm not going to say you're wrong because you don't believe like me.
Yes.
We need to approach life with that more gracious
It's
attitude.
true. It's true. Oh my God.
you.
No, thank you.
Thanks,
Look, this will be a dream come true. Can you just sing my name in your opera voice? Just if you can, just Paolo Presta.
It's so beautiful.
Well, your
it belongs
voice
in
is
music.
oh my God, your voice is just stunning. And whoever's gonna go see you in New York and Carnegie Hall, I just say enjoy every second, because I've seen you at the Hollywood Bowl. You're just great. You're every time you open your mouth, I'm like, oh, there it is, the voice.
Thank you so much.
God.
Paolo Presta.
Oh my God.
And that is sick.
That's it. And she's like, look at her for the truth. Okay, I want to say congratulations to you.
Thank you,
All the
sweetheart.
success. You deserve it all.
So do you.
Oh, thank you. You're an inspiration to us all. Thank you so much for being on our show. And
course.
I just want to give her a hug. Thank you, everyone.
Please
And we'll see you
do.
next time at A Spoonful of Paolo. Mwah.
A spoonful of
A spoonful of
Paolo.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time at A Spoonful of Paolo. Thank you. And thank you so much.
Of course.
I
That was
love you
awesome.
guys.
Hey, big dreamers, thanks for watching. And don't forget to watch our latest Spoonful episodes with Nate Burkus and Andy Cohen.